I don't know what 5 I haven't got my numbers from. I'll give you a ring in a bit. All right. Hey, I've got plenty. It's not been. It's not bad. Women next to it. I don't know. Nice to see you.
What's going on, people? What is going on? Live from Fenerbahce. Fenerbahce 0, Nottingham Forest 3. Let me just repeat that. Fenerbahce 0, Nottingham Forest 3. What a performance from the Reds. First game in Tottenham for Vital Priera, and I thought they were last unit in the stadium. No, well, Des Oldham. Thought that ideal. He's next to me. I'm not getting him on yet because he's got the biggest grin on his face. But people in the comments, how are you feeling about the performance? Yeah, we've got Des, we've got Dave, we've got Kate. But we get Des' opinion first in the game. People in the comments, what a result! And yeah, first it's not over yet. It's half time. But listen, great result. But we get Des' thoughts on this.
Watching night, watching Forest. Really enjoyed that goal. Really good performance. Great goal from Murillo. You know, that set everything up. That was unbelievable. You know, we were right behind it as well, watching it nestle in the bottom corner. And then, of course, Jesus got his Europa League goal. And what about it? Jesus got his Europa League goal, and then of course the third goal from Dore just sealed it really. Probably sealed the tie. Wouldn't say it's over, but it's just about done, isn't it? And in the end, it was really comfortable. So felt really positive. Really enjoyed that.
Top scores, wasn't it? Like, goal from Willow started it, but all around it's just so different from what we've seen from him.
Yeah, they just went for it, you know, and they got hold of it. It was hostile here. It was really sort of the crowd was partisan, you know. So it's one of those where we just had to go for it. We've all been crying out for that. You know, there's lots of criticism with the previous manager. And even when we didn't have the ball, you know, Sangare I thought was excellent in breaking play up, getting it back forward. He did an N'Golo Kante on Kante, you know, and I thought he was excellent. I thought Murillo as well as the goal was excellent. And of course, the forward players seemed to do a lot of running. So yeah, just from start to finish, it was all over. Really impressed. And hopefully, it's a sign of things to come. Because these nights, you know, we need to get really excited with the football. Because we think it was fit, you know, we're looking to do them. But what we really needed is simply to sort of get us excited about the competition again, and in the knockout round, that's especially important. There's going to be, if we do get through a couple of more rounds at least, we're going to have some tighter games than this. But it's nice to come here and know we've got one foot on the next round.
We'll come back to Juice, 7th goal of the competition, and he's been really, he loves Eagle Day Juice. But again, a fantastic performance from him.
Yeah, he does a lot of selfish running, and I know there's an argument by someone not too far away. Probably don't score enough goals in the Premier League, which is fair. You know, he's there to score goals, but when he gets chances, my argument, my counter argument, is when he actually gets the chances, he scores the goals. And today it was easy, but don't get me wrong, he was tapping it on the goal line. But his all-round performance, running into the channels, playing that low striker role like a big target man, and he's not a big target man, but he tends to sort of bring others into play, gets the ball down. The way he controls the ball on his chest is like nothing I've ever seen another footballer sing. He's not painful the way. And half of the time, refs are giving free kicks against him because they don't know what's happening. They're not used to someone winning the ball on his chest in midair, and that's what he tends to do. And that's what I really like about Jesus, yes, in the Premier League. We need a few more goals, hopefully with a more positive setup and a bit of confidence and a bit of excitement for a win. Then you start playing in that sort of fashion to create more opportunities for them.
He's white. Again, we love him today. And he gets the third. Look at him.
Love him to bits. He just saying to Dave on the other side of me when he scored the goal that I just said his shooting's been off today. He's not caught one cleanly, and within about 2 seconds he made me look an idiot. He stuck one in the back of the net. I was actually I wondered why Jesus passed it in a one-on-one situation, but unselfishly he passed it, and then it was questionable offside. So yeah, I don't think Morgan did right was at his brilliant best today, but he's always at the centre of everything Forest do with a couple of loose passes and a couple of loose shots. But he got his goal, back in the goals, and it's always. I was thinking to myself, when Morgan gives White scores for Forest, it's always pleases, isn't it? He doesn't get enough goals, you know, and he's got that much talent. And like I say, I love him to bits, but he sometimes you just want a few more goals out of him, and you always feel if he scored, Forest have won convincingly and done well. So yeah, that was pleasing as well.
He was a man of the match. It's a great point from the whole team.
I'd probably look for Sangare. I thought he was excellent. He didn't have the toughest night. You know, the fenerbahce weren't great. Let's be realistic. It was a great performance from us. We come and did a fully professional and near perfect job. You know, 3 goals away from home, clean sheet. You know, you can't ask for any more. We only conceded up a couple of opportunities, mainly. Well, there was one in the first half before they scored, which they headed, like the player was unmarked and headed over the bar. And they could have actually been 1-up, despite our domination. But then mainly their chances came when we made the changes after 60 minutes, 5-6 come on in total, you know, which is really good for the new manager as well, you know, making subs. But I felt, sorry, I lost my train of thought. I felt that we controlled it, and Sangare was the man sort of steadying everything when they did break out. You know, he was the one breaking up the play, giving it to the what he does from the days when I probably used to criticise him a lot more. And I think he was actually a success of Sean Dyche. You know, I think Dyche has made him a better player, bizarrely out of everything that's happened. You know, I think that he moves the ball a lot quicker, and that's all we ever wanted him to do. We know he's got the athleticism, you know, and the power and the drive. What he was very loose on the football, and now he's getting the ball out to Aina or to the wingers, you know, the fullbacks and the wingers, and he's getting the ball quicker to them, and it just means that Forest flow much better. It means that Morgan is right can have the ball in much more advanced positions than Jesus. He can hook up with Jesus, you know, up top and that kind of thing. And that's why I think I go for Sangare today. I thought he really did stand out as the pick. And of course he played 90 as well, you know, so I think a couple of players who like Jesus, maybe Murillo, you know, other players like that. Jesus went off, so he didn't play full games. So yeah, definitely go for Sangare. You know.
Vital player with first game coming up from there. Like I said, he's got the tactics spot on. And it's, you always say, well, always play your strong team as well. And against it, like I said, on paper, Fenerbahce, they're a good side on paper. Who'd say Vieira, ex Fenerbahce manager, what's he say? And first leg, I know You see, it's getting moving, but it's not. But say he's going to statement and saying he's paid the good. I'll make him good.
Yeah, and I think we have to be a little bit realistic as well. The players have made a bit of mistake, and perhaps they needed to do that at times before. But what he did do today in the UEFA League, he put out he put out the strongest possible team, and that was the most pleasing thing to me. I was eagerly awaiting the team news, and when I saw that, because I want us to do well in this competition, we need to get excited by it. You know, the football in it, and use it as a platform for the Premier League. And I think it's a difficult one because we don't know what Pereira would have done if it wasn't his first game. You know, every manager wants to come in and win their first match and make a bit of a statement. So hopefully we'll go strong in the competition. Because I think that can only benefit the Premier League. I know he's going to have to balance. So what was good today is we got that lead. We was relatively comfortable. You know, we were 3-0 up, game over. Don't make subject 2-0, which can bite you on the backside. Made them up 60 minutes. So they've only played 2/3 of a game. So should have plenty in the tank for Liverpool on Sunday. So yeah, I thought Pereira got it right. Ooh, the one, look, it's still Sean Dyche's team. It's still Nuno's team to some degree.
Yeah, it is,
You know, but what they did do is come out with real intent and focus. And if Pereira had some input in that, then he's done his job. Because we could have picked the starting 11. You know, it kind of picks itself at times. And what we need to see in the coming weeks is in improving players and getting more from those waiting in the wings.
100%. We'll get Kate on this for tricky talks. How you feeling from that win?
Just an incredible. It is the night that European dreams are made of. I think Des has said most of it. Brilliant team selection, substitutes made at the right time, 3 goals from 3 different players, and just what more can we ask for? What more can we ask for? You know, we didn't want to be here in a lot of ways. We wanted to finish top 8 and completely bypass this fixture, but I would not be anywhere else than witnessing this tonight. So I just absolutely fantastic. Subscribe to Tricky Talks.
Dave,
What's that doing?
live on YouTube. Don't swear.
Live
On YouTube.
Go on then.
Performance today, how you feeling?
Ecstatic, to be honest with you. I've not had a lot to cheer about. I don't think any of us have had a lot to cheer about recently with what we've watched. We've not been served up any particularly exciting football. But I think tonight, our lads, bless them, have knocked up a complete 93-minute performance. You know, at half-time when we were 2-0 up, a lot of people saying, well, we were in good shape against Betis and let it slip away. And a lot of people were like thinking, possibly with justification, that it may go the same way. But fair play to Ortega, he made a save right at the start of the second half to stop Fenerbahce getting any momentum. And then we went maybe 3-0. And then for the last 20, 25 minutes, half an hour probably, Forest just were in total control and managed it without any alarms whatsoever, you know. And a lot of that, I think, goes down to the back four really solid. If I'm going to pick anybody out, it's a bit unfair because they all played well, but I'm going to pick Ibrahim Sangare. Yeah. Absolutely superb. In a you know, doing that destructive role that we always wanted from him when he first signed. So great to see him sort of doing what we want him to do. They all played well. It's put us in a nice position. The thing is, Vitor Pereira now can think, well, you set a standard, go and match it and try and better it. Hopefully, it's something we build on rather than a piece that we then drop off from. So I'm really, really happy. Istanbul is an incredible city. The trip to this point was really, really good. But Forest playing like they have done, you know, and giving us all the sort of, you know, excitement and joy just makes it even better. It's a fantastic night. Really proud to be a Forest fan, and the supporters have been amazing out here.
Yeah, but before I say, we need a podcast because we have to stay charged behind.
Yeah.
So look at everyone. Look, it is. It is. So that's my fault. We do a podcast.
The good thing about the holdback as well this time is we actually heard what Ryan Yates was singing, so that was quite good, you know. So it's been a really good night, you know, and great trip.
Just say on the logistics of all of this, it's not been arduous.
No, it's not.
It's not been.
No, it's not.
At all. Yes, we've had to wait. You know, we're waiting now, and it's getting a bit chilly. It's a bit late. What time is it?
It's amazing what victory will do to warm you up, though.
But yeah, we're happy in the fact that, you know, we got in relatively comfortably, and it was a long way, but, you know, you can get the signal on your social media, so it hasn't been a bad trip, and it's not been that intimidating. They made a lot of noise. It was very hostile from kickoff, and they made a lot of noise, and they got on the players' backs and Forest players' backs, and they got on the referee's back, and booed and whistled and hissed, and, you know,
Watch out for the vlog. Watch out, the vlog is amazing.
But actually, it was water off Forest's back because they actually seemed to thrive in it. Which, if you think back to Leeds when they wilted, maybe there's some backbone now actually been put in there. So the thing is, it now sets a standard, and they have to go and do that certainly for 12 league games because they're not out of the woods yet. And you know, maybe if we go further in this competition, maybe from a bit of a turbulent season, we might rescue something. But tonight is just fantastic, honestly.
Tonight felt like we come out for the second half at Betty's. It felt like we rewinded back to that half-time break, because that's where it all seemed to go wrong, and the season went downhill from. But yeah, it was really fully professional and solid performance, you know, all that. Bit of caution. Let's not get too carried away with it. You know, the opposition were slightly below par. They gave the ball away a lot. They've got some good players who didn't really turn up. And maybe we'll see a bit better from the next week. They might have it go, or see something similar, and we're not comfortable. So looking forward to maybe another European trip, number 6, for the 6th start. And hopefully see some more Jesus goals.
Well,
you know,
that's Jesus' 7th goal of the competition as well.
He's closing in on a record, I think, isn't it? For goals in your Forest, I think he needs 9. Is it?
Yeah, 9. Yeah.
So yeah, but we should. Let's be honest. Let's be frank about it. We should actually qualify now. You know, so
it's half time.
I know it's half time, but we should qualify, and it means we get another trip, maybe back to where it all began.
Right, people, we can go now. But listen, people, it's been a great vlog. Any opinions on this? Shout out to Dave, shout out to Des, shout out to Kate as well. Well, yeah, people. Quick.
We're all coming back to Istanbul.
The people, thank you for watching. Watch out for the vlog as well. Watch out for all the videos as well. It's been a fantastic week I put out to the Forest. I should be doing a stream with them back. So go on, Forest.